Hello and welcome everyone. Oof, it's been a day. Let's just say, as I should say, it's not been a day. It's just poof gone. But let me turn around on my chair a bit. I have a package here. I actually got this not so long ago. Yeah, the day just poofed, like I said, so I haven't had it in my possession for long. But by the papers, it was only available for me to get after 5. I was like, huh. Usually I don't get these papers, like stating that it's available later that day. Have they changed the system that the actual mail delivery person were actually carrying this package and just said, yeah, it doesn't fit, so I'm gonna take it back? That used to be the thing back home, but never here. But I have it here. I have a good estimation what's gonna be inside it, but let's have a live reaction. Because I'm expecting 2 items, and there is a possibility that there's only one inside. So let's see. Oh yeah, why do I even take the scissors when I actually have a knife? I don't know how well did you hear that. I extended the blade. They have the actual tool designed for this. But it's rare that I actually use it for such. I tend to use these for plenty of other types of cutting than the boxes they were intended to. So, a bit steeper there we go. Yeah, on the shape of the box, it's wide as me, so I know it has to be like one of the items at least. Like out of the 2 items, I know which one it will be if it's only one item. But we'll see, have they gotten the other item here as well? Yep, I can see the bigger item already. And no, we have both. There is just some cardboard paper. I don't know what else to call this material. As softening packing material. Let's put the box away now that I have the content. Here is the manifesto. Yep, manifesto seems correct, except... yes. Pre-tax and with tax. Meanwhile, on the storefront you can only see everything with the tax in there. But manifesto is correct. And here we have the Warhammer commemorative, I can't pronounce that word, serious, but a Boran Cool King with Crown of Delusion. So yeah, it's a Ghoul King on a throne. It's such a cool model, plus I really want a cool king that actually looks like a king and not just like all of the rest. So now I have one. I technically have one cool king, but that one came with the zombie dragon kit. I forgot what the other monster is called. That's the option. And I'm waiting for the results how the magnetization works. So can't say more about that. And yeah, the second item, the Mercury Exent Kill Zone. A map. Not a kill zone product. Yeah, that box would be way bigger if this would be like one of those bundles for scenery. Let me take it out of the cardboard tube. Oh yes, the great metallic Titanicus seal. It's a tad bigger, the seal, this time than I expected. And I actually need to put the seal there so I can fit the map. And yeah, oh, these maps are always so cool, leather bound and all. Oh, now that I can actually see the details on it, I didn't remember that they did name parts of like inside the walls as kill zones as well. Meanwhile, on the outside, no. So there's a tad details onto Lake Voss, and then one of the spires, the Shard Bastion. It looks very cool. Plus, it being weather, immediately my nose is starting to be filled with the smell of it. So let me try to roll it back up nicely. Because these cardboard boxes they come in are excellent for storing them as well. And with these, it just fits and belongs, to the material that it is like turned over and tubed, as maps of this kind should be. So let me have the seal. There we go. Yeah, the seal is like a tiny bit bigger than the rest have been, so I have a bit of concern. Can this like, it is good for what it is, but it's still a quite relatively flimsy leather strips that's like keeping everything together, like actually hold that clasp. It's being so heavy. So now there was one time I was hoping that they would cheap out and made that Titanic symbol a bit smaller, so the leather thing keeping it up would actually stay intact. But we'll have to see that about in the future. Yeah. And now I'm putting them into the place where I always keep the maps. But there was a Metroid in the way. No, not a Metroid game, a actual Metroid. But holy shit, I've been talking for a long while now already. How about we actually get to the game? So, I haven't had any time to play the game in between. I did play Violet for a bit, and it crashed. I lost over half an hour of progress. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. Whew. But yeah, after the fiasco of last time, now I know that my team needs a boost. What was that? Did you see that? It was a weird graphical glitch like on her feet. So, yeah. Let's see how many candies I have. I shouldn't have that many, which is that issue. So, we'll give you one of these. Let's give you one of these. And you one of these. Just so we get us a slight advantage from where we've been so far. And yeah, normally like I would be drowning in the candies, but with this version, of course, I haven't been raiding almost at all, so it shouldn't be surprising that there isn't many at all. Yeah, but that's just fine. Let's go with that. And yeah, I was considering, because I can't remember what the level the gyms are when you rematch them. But because I should be like getting some XP and powering up if I beat one, but what were the levels? Just trying to remember what what were the levels of every gym leader at, like when you're doing the rebattles? Because if I start with the easier ones for my type matches, that should, you know, make it possible that I can just keep on smooth sailing. Because there is multiple things to do. Like, not only it's redoing all the gym leaders, there would be the stakes, which I don't want to do in a stream. I could do them like I could do the I can't talk today. I could do the what happens after you gone past, like, got on all the stakes, but I don't want to do like actually going through the stages like during a stream, because that will be very boring to watch overall, and would be much better if I made a guide over it, but I don't feel like that, you know. But far as my memory serves, no gym leader was past 70, so if I just start with the ones that my levels were, like my typings are good with, I think I should be able to do it. So let's start with the one that I bash being the easiest, and relatively it is true. Oh yeah, I can't use that marker to fly, I have to use this marker to fly. There we go. And I'm thinking of setting up and then sweep, sweep, sweep would be the method of doing it. So you're gonna go front. The issue is that we might be hurt enough that my sweep will fail, in which case it will be a panic mode. But I don't want to, like, I'm just gonna redo the thing instead of just going at it if we get into the shit show that happened with the final fight last time. Like, there is just some sort of curse that I can do them quite smoothly on my personal copies, but when I stream, I will just end up doing a fiasco like that and just showing that it can be done. Even though I was just wasting everybody's time, not just mine, yours as well. But neurosis of a Pokemon player, always save twice. And I should start to remember saving more often as well, since the crashing is still an issue. It has happened 4 times now, but it's still 4 times too many. And yeah, you actually have to talk to the gym leader. She didn't notice us going past her first time. No, don't talk like that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Second option. No. You dare to say like that? I have no options. I accept. I have no choice. Like, I should go and find that line, but that's gonna take multiple hours, so I doubt I will have the energy to do that in a long while, and I will forget when I would have it. But the thing is, you can make anything pretty by shining it. It has been proven that you can do that even to fecal matter. And funny enough, after the Mythbuster episode where they did that, the historians found historical cases of that. And they have survived. It's like, how? Like, there have been people in the past wanting to prove a point. That's my only hope, that what has been going on. Oh, stop making me flinch. I need to set out the locks. Not that it will do that much, but I still want them to be up. Let's see how hurt I will. Not much at all, as I would have expected. Then, let's start setting up the buffer. Of course, it just had to start raining, didn't it? Although it's not the rain in-game effect, which would have been a lot more devastating to my case. It's just raining as a visual effect. There is a big difference between the two. Wish that it wouldn't though, because it gets confusing. Especially like when it's raining and then it's suddenly sandstorm time. Or vice versa. Ooh, yeah, this is... already starting to go into a scary zone, since I'm not gonna heal much from this. Remember that I just hit them with a single hit. Yet that's all I heal. I know the item would be overpowered as hell if it would be more, but maybe the descriptor and rules how much it is more consistent, please. Ooh! Yikes. Yeah. The lack of speed on my Pokemon. That's a huge issue. Huge issue. But this should be quite smooth sailing. But we are boosted enough that if we get the first hit, we should get the kill. And if not, I have another ghost. Oh no. There we go. Oh well. I just remembered. They're typing. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. What was your Terrestrial type even? Fuck it. Something a bit more. Yeah, I screwed this one. Well, Kilowatt Hour should do enough. Also, why have I kept that item on? Kilowatt Hour, it doesn't really do anything. Maybe pluck would have been enough. That's expecting that it would not happen at all. That's why I never used it. Yeah, like complaining about surprises and being a gym leader feels like a very bitchy thing to do. And we are switching. Like, it would do much better if it just remained what the typing it would be. Looking at my remaining Pokemon. Block. Don't do shit. This won't either. But I have a fair way to get the Pokemon out. That's the main thing. But now that they have changed the type, perhaps a bird can just crunch. Oh! I didn't expect you to use a fairy type move. Oh, I was faster. But that wasn't enough. And there goes my dragon as well. Well, we know that the bird is faster. And bird is the word. It should be enough, but just in case, we'll switch. Yeah, I was hoping to get more XP out of all of that, but I let my Pokemon faint. Mistakes happen, you know. Mistakes happen. You wouldn't want to talk things like this to a young child. But that's smug. Yeah, our character knows that she will be gone and she will be the greatest. But that brings a good question. What would like our player characters do after all? Like after the adventure? Like, what sort of life can they have for themselves? Especially in this region. Yeah, I made a recording, so I will switch here. I'm gonna revive my party, so you guys aren't gonna miss anything. But yeah, normally I could see, like with most of the regions, that when you become a champion, like, well, you will be the champion, and that's like your job. So I assume that you would get some sort of salary, or at least like deals and all, as long as you are the champion. It was clearly the case, at least in the previous generation. But with this one, there being multiple people passing through, and then the only one getting those account matches would be La Primera, which is like company leading side of things. So what does the others do? Like, will you be working at a random convenience store in like after you graduate, and then it's just, well, I did become a champion, but what do I do with that skill? Like, that makes this generation feel a bit too real. Also, oh, I just discovered something extremely funny. Let's see when OBS is ready to show. Not yet. Not yet, I'm sorry. I wish that there would be a way to instantly know when OBS is ready. but sadly there is none. Wait, why there are people asking games for tomorrow when there was also discussion that the gaming tables are gonna be filled with Commander play tomorrow? And yeah, I would have actually scheduled a possible Warcry game for tomorrow, or have another day, because there is an Underworld tournament on Saturday. But now I discovered, oh, there's Commander. I didn't get to play like Commander, like actually play Commander last Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna play some tomorrow. Okay, the game is ready. So, the funny thing which I discovered is right here. And I'm gonna walk back and forth a bit. See if anybody notices what I might be talking about. Like, seeing things like this is common, but not that it goes back and forth. Especially when it's not that it goes one way when you walk the other way and one way when it goes the other way. This is just something completely new. Oh. Oh, there were 3 the entire time. Just 3 of them. So yeah, so the plan for the day is that I'm gonna do these gym fights. We'll have to see like how much of extra wandering I will end up doing. Will I do all of them, or will I save some of them for next stream? Which might be next week, or I might take a break from Pokemon until we get more content. And who knows, it could be that I do 1 week of break, boom, we have more content. Then it's like, well, I'm back to the grinder again. Like, I wouldn't mind in a sense, because Pokemon is, and well, have become a huge part of my life, so having 1 day for Pokemon always would be kinda nice, but I do want random stream in days as well. And I don't want to put a series to be like a random day kind of thing. So, well, since that fight went okay, how about we go and check what's in the auction house today? After that, more gyms. Like, I think that's a good pacing. We'll do like a gym and then do another thing, then a gym and another thing. And oh, fun fact, I discovered, and I don't know, is it a version exclusive, but one of these child nappers, Driftlooms, I have not even seen a Drifloom at all in the Violet copy. I even have caught its evolution, but not a single Drifloom. So just in case, let's capture one. There we go. Nice. It could wind up missing. Yeah, I do find that a bit alarming that it's whispered. And no, you ain't taking me away. Get out. What do you call one of you? That is good enough. So yeah, so it is still in a rumor stage, and a completely hidden rumor stage. Even though there have been so many sightings and talks about that, you would think it should be like a PSA that, yeah, don't let kids near this Pokemon. Glass sticks, nest balls. hyper potions, and why there is always an empty spot. Like, these being shit almost all the time, and there being an empty spot feels like a insult in a way. So nothing that I should get today. Oh yeah, and now I can enjoy that I can just climb up walls. Like, I went so long without that just so I can showcase, like, if you have done the quest in an order, you get different lines of dialogue. But I just remember that I should get a particular more of a particular item. I wonder, is it available here or do I need to go somewhere else? We have quick balls. Cool. Let's buy 60. We'll pay with league points. And I do want tons of more of Premier Balls, so we'll buy 100 Pokeballs. Pay with league points. And how many do I have? Let's check. Like, yeah, I know I lose money doing this, but I need to get Premier Balls. 26. I want more, so... Like, this is just a long-winded way of me buying the Premier Balls, in essence. Yeah, let's sell a bit more. And then let's buy. Buy more. Go. And if I can't do it with that amount of Premier Balls, I should load up and try again anyway. And yeah, the Tauruses really love photobombing. No, stop it. Bad Tauruses. No. Like, whenever I'm looking for one, they just don't appear, no matter what. And when I'm not, the horde just assaults a freaking Pokemon Center. Sheesh. Item. Yeah. Well, I should not walk up to the next gym. So let's have a very random order, because both of the gyms up here in essence should be easy, but let's try, the ice one first. And oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I can't fight that. I have to zoom in so I can fight there. And I'm thinking, maybe we'll try this one without the setup. We'll put like just our starter as the starting, and we'll just try the sweep from the get-go, since their entire team is gonna be weak for our setup move. So I might as well, Let's save. Oh yeah, and this might be a good spot for me to say that unfortunately, the time I discovered where the stream always cuts up, it has not worked for today, this week I mean. So it has happened a tad later. We're talking about 10 minutes later than that time. So we'll have to see what happens today. And my Tuesday stream, I made it short enough that I ended before it happened. I thought that it did happen, but seemingly it didn't. So we'll have to see what happens today. And yeah, the funny thing is, you just can't say that you're just saying hi. Which, it would have been neat if that would have actually been the no option in essence. That it just cut you out of the discussion. You should be able to just go and say hi to people. Yep, this is important. Just the quality. Yeah, she feels like... well, it feels like that she feels that she's very cornered, in a sense. I never understood that. Like, why put it down just to put it up? I know readjusting scarf is a normal thing you need to do, but you would need to put it sideways, so you want, you know, just nuzzling your nuzzling all over again. It will be all about speed. Because the end result should be that I just want, like, one shot things going forward. But if I'm one shot, I'm in trouble. I don't have anything else that's, you know, actually that good. The Angry Monkey would actually one-shot something. Most likely not. Technically should. Yeah, even the Pokemon order is going because that item is such a tank. If that item would have been up in the beginning, I would have had no way. Oh. I'm second a tiny bit. Also, I expected that I could not have tanked that much myself. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be faster than I even thought. Yeah, I was expecting that's the Titan. Would have been, you know, my sweep ender. No. How Ghost is feeling the pressure. Oh. Ooh, yeah, the speed. Luckily this should be a one shot, so we're still in the game. One final bird shouldn't be any of concern. Deep freeze. It's like, even if the typing would remain as the same, I would still use the same move just because of the effect and the amount of boosting we got. But we know that the type will change, it will become super effective again. The matter is, are we gonna be faster or not? Which you would think that I would be outspeed now. Yep. And we could not hold on. So, almost a perfect sweep. Just got foiled right at the end. So, Angry Monkey, you're go. Let's see if it's a one-hit kill. Yep, there we go. Now that ending, like, yeah, well, I don't know what else to call it. It felt like it started way sooner than normally. Game just acknowledged that, yeah, we won. does Crusher mean that she could have beaten her then? You'll see. Well, we'll see, I guess. With the lack of clothing we always have, catching a cold would be the least of worries. And yeah, the gym leaders just disappear after this. But yeah, since that was a recording, I'm gonna put the screen again. And yeah, I'll just walk up, heal up the team, and then think what's gonna be the next thing to do. Because yeah, I'm doing these quite quickly, so maybe we can do all in one go. So I might run out of other things to do. But let's just say it in that manner. A couple of raids would not be a bad thing. Oh, I know. I'll check the map and I'll go to a raid nearby, and I will take advantage of the fact that you guys can't see what's happening in the game. I'm gonna give you a guessing game. You can try to guess what the Pokemon is and what the level of the raid is, by clues I will give when I get to it. It would be nice if you could hear the Pokemon yell, so that would be like the first clue. I got ambushed by a darn ghost dog. Get out of here, ghost dog. No, it's another one. Ah, god damn it. I just landed from a glide and hit one immediately. Ugh. But yeah, the raid location will be still in the snow area. It will be past the next gym. I just thought that it wouldn't be that fun to do like the two gyms next to each other immediately. So let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just found something I don't want to pass up. I doubt saving will work. Like saving and loading. I need to teach somebody force swipe. Please say I have force swipe. I need to find it fast. Where is it? Where is it? Please say I have it. Because I really need it right now. Oh no, I don't see that I have it. Fuck, this is gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to go through the moves quickly one time more. Because I can't leave this location. I can't leave this location. You might have a good clue what I just found. Oh, yep, I don't have it. That means if I fail at it, I will have to try and see if I load the game, will it help? But the sad thing is I don't think it will. Let's see if the game is ready to show. I found a random shiny on my way to the raid. Its level is so low. Ultra Ball. Tissue is as well. Like, I guess it looks neat enough in a quick ball. I will try quick ball. It might just go in. Yes! I was worrying for for nothing. Oh. Yes. I got it. Oh. 2 out of 2 in this game. And 4 out of 4 in the other one. And oh, it was even the first Titan I got. Oh, that was sweet. That was just so sweet. So yeah, let's have a gander. Let's appreciate our new friend. You know, it actually got a box for its own. So I give it a star. Star is for shinies or special markings. I decided to give special markings a star as well. Oh yeah, because I haven't had anything more special. Because yeah, we have the Taurus from that one stream. Now we have Sedoro. Neat. And yeah, we have the early buy Pikachu and Manchester, which is the one you get from a trade. An in-game trade. Ooh, that was neat. Let's save again. But well, I'm gonna say that that was enough for a in-between thing. But I do want to see what the raid is. So let's not do the guessing game. But I do want to know what it is. Just because it's a relatively rare typing for these raids. Oh, it was even further in. I think I can see it now. But yeah, just a random shiny on my way. Yeah, I could not pass that up. You have to remember, I don't have a Chinese charm in, well, almost any of the games. But yeah, that was a big thing. Like, I feel much better about the entirety of the day now. This would be quite a cruel thing to go through. You know, let's get some candy. I might as well. This is gonna be a really quick one. It's a 4-star, but still, it should be quite quick. Yeah, going from one typing week to our Pokemon to another Pokemon that's weak to our typing. Yeah. Plus, can Beardick learn any grass type moves? Like, there must be some sort of grass type move I'm not remembering, but I have a feeling there isn't much. Continues to use ice type moves. Oh, so it just removed the damage it took there as well, I see. Should be shielding up by now. HP might go up even. Yawn, no! No! I might fall asleep before I can actually even commit to a move. Knowing how this thing tends to work out.
Battle Brothers!
Ah, hello! Thanks a lot for the follow. So, let's at least do one move before we just fall asleep. Feels like it's gonna happen no matter what. And there we go. We're asleep. But yeah, I do find it odd that, like, on the leaked test versions of the game, in these raids, all the status effects were called something else. Why was it like that? Was it deliberate that they wanted to leak that, like, the false information in a sense? Just to see how people would react to it? It would have been kinda neat that the status effects would not be that strong, the raids, because they don't work that strong like in the Pokemon that you're fighting against, but they work at full strength against you, which is not nice. Also, our frozen bird friend over there, frozen midair. You know, I might as well use a single Pokeball. It might have a mark of some sort. I might do like check of like do Pokemon I have caught in the streams have marks, but I'm gonna do it like way later. Way later. That there is more Pokemon to go through. I never throw Pokemon out really, so there should be at least a couple more boxes more to check, like when we get to that point. My eyes, ah! And yeah, I figured as much. Like, there's no way I would have caught a Pertic in this copy yet. And yeah, the Pokédex has so many holes in this version. Like, it's shocking how many holes it has in my Violet version, even though now I have been trying to fix it. I'm still missing like 80 Pokemon. And like about 20 which I haven't seen. It's wild. Like, how can it be? Especially since I've caught most of the like Scarlet version exclusives in the crater, in Violet. Yes, that's a thing you can do, and I have done it. It's surprisingly easy to do. But yeah, I think let's go with the same plan as the previous gym, and let's do right over here. And we'll create a funny formation to the map of our travel route as well. I wish that that would be a thing. It's so odd that that was a thing in Breath of the Wild, but not in this game. Because I was totally expecting it to be a thing in this game as well. Although, but then again, you end up just like wandering, looking for random stuff in both games, so yeah. I can't back my wonder. It will stay, and I will wonder it until I get an answer. Which will be never. So, let's save. And let's go in. Should be a relatively simple sweep. I would assume that my speed should be okay. Grass types aren't usually known for it. It's the champion, actually. That's odd. My screen went blank for a second, but I were looking at the other screen and it didn't happen there, so hopefully nothing happened on the stream. At least it shouldn't have. Like, I'm gonna be forced to say the things again if I say no. And yeah, like, I have tons of artist friends, and I am artist of many sorts myself. I should start to actually like put my art somewhere in better form, making something more of it, I guess. But let's just say that his type of artists are usually very troublesome for the rest of us. I think with the answer I just said, it would mean the opposite. But yeah, funny enough, for those artists that think that they would need to be compensated for millions just for the fact that they open a paint can and threw it at a canvas, there have been tons of artists that act this way. No joke, I'm not kidding. While like they really believe that they are next to God. Or some even believe to be past. Joking. And they really think that their non-effort, what they just did, is worth millions. While in actuality, their works are just used as a front for tax evasion, money laundering, shit like that. And that's why it's millions and millions and millions. But those works just make, people that are actually very much into the art and want to actually put their like body and soul into their works, they have to do their work for free because the scumbags just take the money in essence. I bet you, no matter where you live, if you would go through looking like sites or magazines or what that looks like, where companies tell that they're looking for like workers, or they have, or where they post like vacancies, there's gonna be tons and tons of notices that they're just looking for artists to work for them for free. It's horrible. And yeah, there have actually been some countries now that have made it so that artists cannot even be paid. Like, it's been put as a legal thing that art is meant to be art, and if you get money for it, it's just a job then. And sometimes when that has been done, it has helped that the artists actually have been paid for their work as a work, and sometimes it made it so that nobody just can't do anything anymore. The only ways that they could ever get money was taken away legally, so no artist anymore. I could go through a list of countries where I know this has happened, but I can't remember which had it happening and which way in the end, so better not. Ah, we are already at Trullo. Yes. Brasius says, I've said the first time. I wonder why his name is not Brachious. Because that is a very classical name, while Brasius is, well, that's something else. Oh, yeah, it has the sturdy. But unless it one-shots us, we are done. Oh no, it got speed. And we went almost back to full HP. Yeah, let's just bite. No. And that's the end of that. I don't understand his reaction. Like, outside of battle, it seems like he's enjoying and wanting this exact thing to happen, but like right at the end of the battle, it feels like he's very much against what happened. But there we go. Simple as that. Not that I expect any of these to be that much of a challenge. But I need to turn here for a second. Since he has recordings and OBS don't mix that well. And funny enough, it feels like the shorter the recording, the longer it takes for OBS to recover. I don't know why. It just is. In the meantime, let me check. The placements for a Age of Sigmar tournament, which is not gonna even happen next month, it's gonna happen the month after. The places have been filled. I was thinking that maybe I could register as a standee person. There was already one registered as a standee last time I checked. And at the moment, like looking at the comment that was just posted, because I didn't check the listing, everybody's playing a different army. That's like a major thing, because I've not been into a single event so far where like I don't see at least one or two armies in doubles or triples. So that's great. Like we'll have to see if I like the reason why I wanted to like register as a standee instead of a participant. I don't know, will I be even here on that specific date? It is a Saturday, so I will have to like see closer to the day to actually know. But if I'm here, I might actually be very interested in just going and seeing if no places like open up. There's actually 12 different armies. Like, that's big. You have to know that Age of Sigmar has so many armies nobody wants to play whatsoever. And so many armies that are so hard to get into or get that nobody plays them. And one of the comments already was that the city where they were from originally, there was a tournament where over half of the players had Seraphon, aka the Lizardman. So yeah, it must be quite a drastic change for them. But yeah, now I'm thinking what to do as the middle thing. Maybe another raid. Because I'm thinking to only do the major thing I want to do on this stream, other than the raid battles, a tad later. Not yet. But wait, how many do I have left? Because that was my third. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 left, so maybe I'll do one more and then I'll do the thing. The next one I will do will be like last of the easy ones, quote unquote, for typing. I will try to see on the map if there is a raid, which might be doable somewhere nearby, either my current location or the next. So there's a dragon type something. Over. No, don't get off. This direction. So let's do the quiz game when I get to this raid. So I did spoil that it's gonna be a dragon type. Oh, this is actually not it. So, how far is it from here? Not that far. Yeah, there was another raid, like, relatively close where I was. And it's exactly the same color. Not the same type, it was a poison type, but yeah, poison and dragon colors they are very similar. But this is not it either. No, this is it. Huh. Okay, so time for a quiz game. This is gonna be a really hard one, and this is a Pokemon I never seen in a raid before. I might not be interested in actually doing it though. So the star rating is quite low. As I said, the typing is dragon of the raid, not of the Pokemon. This crystal is the color blue, while this Pokemon is not. But, as a hint, one of their evolutions, so either pre-evolution or their second evolution, and yes, this is a middle form, but yeah, one of the forms is the color blue, normally. Relatively small Pokemon, very light. I would assume it would explode if a dragon ever saw it. Now it's a dragon. That should be enough of hints. Let's see if OBS is ready. Yep, there we go. Well, it's gonna be over enough. But then again, as a dragon, it would resist. So meh. Not interested in that. But did you guess the Pokemon? Like, one of the evolutions being blue, while that one not, is the biggest hint that I could give. Then more hints were about the, weight and size. Yeah, I can't recall any other Pokemon that, like, on the top of my head that has blue in the evolution line. Like, the Pokemon itself being blue, but not having the middle one being the same color. Can't recall any other. So what would this be? It's the freaking Dog. And it was correctly typed as a pest. So, ugh. Not interested. Shins. We'll just leave Shinx alone. Where are you trying to go? Okay. So, I think we are ready for the next one. After this one... no, I will not have a break after this one. I need to try to actually drink less. So, after this one, I think it's time to do the major thing I wanted to do today as well. A reason why I bought those extra Pokeballs to get more of premium balls. And yeah, it's a major important thing. It might take a while. I have a hunch that it's gonna be harder than any of these gym fights are gonna be. That's what I expect. But every time I've said an expectation like that live, it goes the exact opposite way. Which I'm happy about, because that saves time. But it also makes me look foolish. In my arrogance. I just yell, "That's a me, champion." It's been a while that I have had, you know, good dose of pastries. Kind of miss living home in that essence. Like, I would have to go back in time of living home before I moved out, and there, like, just having stable food, stable pastries of the season and all. That was nice. Because we are like soon approaching my favorite pastry overall. Like a seasonal pastry, at the time where those are, you know, available. But the issue is, I haven't seen those sold at stores like almost at all for a couple of years. And even when I have, they have been tasting very bad and being very expensive, so I'm not gonna buy those. I'm not gonna either make them. I will not tell what this pastry is, because I don't know, does it even have a translated name. I know that there is a pastry akin to it, but it's a lesser version of it, which actually is even present in the hit manga/anime One Piece. That should be a hint enough. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, that was the first time I even discovered the... Ooh! Yikes. But yeah, One Piece was where I discovered the inferior version being a thing. Like, when it first appeared, I thought that, oh, geez, that's it. They are referring to the best pastry out there. Seasonal pastry. But no. Then I found out that it's actually a way less inferior version. Which, if it would be done traditionally, would be quite disgusting. But then again... Oh no, this might end up badly. This might end up badly. It's all about what they're gonna do. Storage. Barely survived. Here we go again. But yeah. There is actually quite many foods that, like, we have as national foods, like very traditional foods over here that actually have a version which is known like throughout the world, but the version is from the West. And ooh, I got outsped. And now it's gonna be made without end. Yeah, I guess we'll go plucking. But yeah, so the versions in the West are just always so much horrible. It's like, how can a country that just extorted and stole everything from others and lived in luxury, which was just a weird facade, if we are honest, but how they just took foods we had and made them worse and just ate them that way, even though I did not even know that that move existed. That's actually an interesting move. Yeah. But now you're gonna be pluck. But yeah, back to the story. So, like, it's just very confusing how a place which is supposed to be richer and supposedly more technical advanced and higher educated, which was a lie overall, because there was that facade. But yeah, still, they just took foods from other places, made them worse, and just kept at it. You would think that a country would, you know, if they think that they rule over someone, if they steal stuff from others, they would also, you know, get the knowledge of the others and utilize that. But no. Instead, they just have those horrible inferior versions of everything. And our versions are not known anywhere. I don't get it. Oof. Bye bye, birdie. Like, I was hoping for Paralyzed. That would have, you know, sealed it. Wait. Yeah, I guess a normal type, like the normal typing we have in questions, Hot Cure, also gets the superpower. It's a Rob plus Unleash Bug. Makes sense. I just tend to forget all about it. Yeah, Kofu, like, we haven't met on the streams because I haven't done the lessons, but yeah, Kofu is a teacher at the school. And it's funny how that smug face. It's funny how, like, the teachers just end up being like such a huge influence in the background, yet they don't appear in the story itself. You have to go out of your way to actually do the school stuff, but you get nothing for it, so yeah. And yeah, that was a recording. What was that sound? You guys heard it as well, right? I can't see anything. I was expecting a Pokemon of some sort, but I can't see. What the hell? What was that? You have no idea where the sound came from. then I'm gonna discover it is not audible on the stream, meaning that it didn't come from the game. Then I'm gonna be even more worried, because it really sounded like it came from the game. So I will heal up the team, and I will move towards the next location. And yeah, I think that since this is like the midpoint, now would be a good time to do the grand thing. Although, actually, you know what? I will get there, but I will not do the grand thing before I can see that the stream disconnects. Because I know it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I have zero faith that it's been fixed in any sort of way. And I just need to find a time and a sneaky enough way to contact the provider. The issue is that why I have to be sneaky is because I'm not the owner of this connection, since I only rent here. And that's why I have to do it in a sneaky way. But that will take time and, well, a good timing as well, and I need to come up with a reasonable way to do it. And it's annoying. It's like the same thing as I don't own my phone number. My dad actually owns it. And that's why I can't, like, I've actually been and gone to the provider asking that, hey, does my like phone plan actually cover internet, like, abroad? And they were like, huh, you don't own this, so we can't say. And like, I have the phone here. I have the phone right here. I could phone the person who actually owns the connection. Could you then, if I get a yes, could you then tell me, no, you aren't the person who owns this? Like, what more do you need to know? I have a phone with the SIM card that is this number. It's my number, and I can get you a yes from the person who owns it. Yet you can't even tell me the information. Can I use the internet, like, cross, like, away, like, outside of this country or not? Then I went to another one, like another like person working for the same company, and they were like already making plans and putting in changes to the account, even though I wasn't asking any. Yeah, I have a hunch that that's the difference between a manager and a worker. A worker can't do shit, while the manager is already trying to change your account even though you don't own the account. Ugh. That really left a bad taste in my mouth. But I at least got the information finally. That was the big thing. Let's see if... Yep, I think OBS is ready. So, I haven't been down here, like, on either version ever after we jumped. So, let's see. So if I just walk on the bridge, I guess it takes me down now. Okay. Next time I do that, I have to test, can I actually ride Coridon there? Because yeah, now we are back down here, and whoop. Now that our Pokemon got past the trauma, they can actually be ridden here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do a, like, not the major thing I wanted to do here. Oh, and there we actually see some of the new Pokemon. Screamtails, I didn't know that they can be so far up here, but yeah. Here is somebody I knew that should be here. And they are large. So their wings are so big. Let's see if a quick ball works. Immediately there was another one behind us. I might as well try to capture a couple. It's gonna faint if I use torch on. There is another one behind us, so fuck it. If you faint, you faint. You faint. That's XP for us. Now I can just use a quick ball again. But yeah, Wing is not the one I came here for. There are two Pokemon I came here for. Where the other one I'm gonna capture after the break. And the first one before. Morning sun. No. It's gonna be annoying. I didn't know that they can do that. But I captured one in Violet and it never used that attack. Stop healing. Stop healing yourself. Stop healing yourself. There's gonna be a new version. Although that's been a... No. Wait, that wasn't even a crit? How did it kill if it wasn't a... I don't get what's going on anymore. But what was I saying? So yeah, it's been a magic bullying thing for a while. Like, healing. Like it's just like, they just give more and more nerfs to healing. Even though it's always been a garbage ability overall in Magic. Well, I think it's a different thing. Because that's just, you just get the life when you deal damage. You're already dealing damage. So it's about the damage, not the life gain. But the amount of standard formats where there were cards that just punished you for life gain, and then you end up getting those stop healing yourself situations. Like, the best, as in the worst, you could ever see it happening was when there was Tainted Remedy and Spirit Ring in the same cube. The same player played Tainted Remedy, an enchantment that makes you lose life instead of life gain. And then they played Spirit Link, which makes the creature, whenever a creature deals damage, you gain that much life. You can, you know, normally. Oh, sorry. So they, the one owning the Spirit Link wasn't the one playing the Tainted Remedy. I mean, it was that somebody played Tainted Remedy. The Spirit Link onto the player. Oh, god damn it. There we go. I can get it that way. Oh, and he jumped the fence. So, let me start the entire thing from the scratch, because I keep messing it up, it seems. So, player A played Spirit Link. The funny thing about Spirit Link, because the way it's formed, if you place it on your opponent creature, if they hit you, you will first lose the life, and then you will gain the life. And yeah, that was their plan. But then, the player B, whose creature now had the opponent's Spirit Link, played Taint Remedy and attacked the opponent, where the situation was that no matter what the opponent did, block or unblock, they're gonna still lose life equal to the power, since it's gonna deal that much damage to something. So, stop healing yourself, stop healing yourself. It was so funny to watch on the side. You know, I'm just gonna try, because if I now actually do the attack, it's gonna faint. This shouldn't work, but it always can. And there we go. I was expecting the capture to fail, then to use healing again, and then I could attack them again. But here we are. All turned out fine. So their wing is very cool. I just don't like how large it is, and the fact that it's a non-fight version of a Pokemon that's known to be flying, so it kind of gives off the vibe that it's a form change and just eerie in the way. It is kind of cool, have to admit. And those with most keen eyes might have noticed a certain Pokemon we have seen during the fight, and might guess which Pokemon could be the one I want to go for capturing. And I actually want to capture more than one. And yeah, it is time. Let's just glide over the location. And yeah, now we can go all the way down. And that's my plan, but not yet, because I want to get right here. Look how precisely I counted this. This is exactly where I wanted. This is where I found the Violet version exclusive variant. So I know that the Scarlet version exclusive one should be around here as well. It can also be down, so we might need to go up and down. I started from down and came up then, and I started seeing them. So maybe if I do the opposite. It's all about luck. And there we go. We have the goofiest Magnemite Sandy Shocks. I like it. It's cool. Like, there are so many people that say that why does an artificial looking steel Pokemon suddenly have hair? Sir, those are magnetic fibers. Oh well, metallic fibers. If you have like a sand kind of quantity for metal shaving, they form into that shape when you put them in a magnet. And then it's fun to play around with them, but I never want to take them off the casing and actually let them envelop the magnet like we see here, because they can be dangerous and you can never get all of them back into the casing. Getting them off the magnet is pain, so I always keep them in a container when I want to showcase that yeah, this is how it works to someone. Yeah, I did do quote-unquote science shows for kids when I was younger, because I liked doing science experiments a lot, and I had a lot of younger relatives. Now, like, they have grown up, so those days have been long gone. I miss those days. But yeah, this is my first caught Sandy Shock ever. Now that I see the mouth holes, I don't like those. But yeah, I could have totally seen this being, you know, a possible side evolution for Magnemite. Instead of Magnezone, we would get this. I would dig it. I like it. Dong. Oh, and there's suddenly many of them. So, if you ever want one, you start from bottom and get up, or start from up and get down. Like that should be all luck, but it clearly worked. Let's try Quick Ball again. Oh, that worked. Neat. Yeah, I'm not gonna caught a million of these, even though I most likely want like a big chunk of this so I can like trade those that need one, aka the ones that only have Violet version. But I'm not gonna do that much on air, but I might as well caught a couple now, since they just happen to be here. And some of them might be kind enough to, you know, to go to a quick ball. Okay, let's make it so if they don't go to quick ball, I will use Touch Zone. And I'm gonna go through all of them that I see around now, right now. This is a new game. It's a new tiny challenge. That almost hurts. Oh wait, oh yeah, because of the secondary typing, it's not even super effective. So Ultra Ball, but if it doesn't get caught, I might just fail it for XP. You live or you die. Scarlet's ears must be ringing quite bad. Oh, it lives. That means I'm gonna throw another Pokeball at it. There we go. Neat. And we got a camera issue. Like, it has happened so little compared to how often it used to happen, like, when starting. And then it started happening again. So yeah, the one I saw here despawned. Oh well. I got a couple. So let's go in, and the beds are still around and you can go in here, so I can go and rest. Seemingly the stream has not disconnected yet. At least I can't see that it has gone down to 0. So I might take a break before we dive down. And if the stream has not disconnected during the break, it either might be that it doesn't, or it's gonna happen even later. Yeah, I take a couple of minutes of break. It should happen during it, or maybe it just doesn't, or it just happens at a completely random time now. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not something actually based on my devices, because if it is, I need to find yet another one. Oh, like, you wouldn't believe how hard it's to find a router that actually has LAN ports. It's surprisingly hard nowadays, especially when I look at online. Sites don't list does it have LAN ports or not. And some that do, they have like LAN ports, yes, or LAN ports, no. And if they have devices with LAN ports, yes, it just might be a port for in, not that there would be any ports out. Yeah, seen it happen far too many times. But yeah, so a couple of minutes of break, and I'll be right back after that.
Governor Militant Alexander's naming of his capital proved highly premature, as Victory Bay saw his troops broken and slaughtered by the powers of chaos. Eliphas the Inheritor led an unholy procession through the streets of the shattered city, his cultists shouting out terrible supplications and gathering up the dead and wounded. These unfortunates were brought before the great Hellstorm cannon that had formed the center of the Imperial defense. Eliphas's sorcerers, Amphion and Zethus, then performed a terrifying ritual using these rotting corpses as their sacrifice. With their dark words, the demon of plague and rot, bound into the cannon during the Horus Heresy, awoke anew. The Word-Bearers celebrated this day as that when their new crusade obtained the support of Ner'gul, the Chaos God of pestilence and decay. To celebrate his victory over the Eldar, Eliphas had his men crack open all the aliens' waystones. According to the black texts circulated after this dark day, these eldritch gems held the souls of the Eldar, keeping them from feeding the powers of chaos. By breaking the waystones, the Word-Bearers fed thousands of Eldar souls to Slaanesh, the Chaos God of excess and decadence, and obtained that dark deity's favor for their dark crusade. Faithful subjects of the Emperor understandably took heart to see the Word-Bearers strike at the heart of the Necron infestation of Cronus. With two implacable evils turning on one another, the thinking went, the forces of right couldn't help but win. Unfortunately, Eliphas the Inheritor would emerge from his victory in the Thur Abyss Plateau more dangerous than ever. Imperial commanders could not guess that the Necrons held strange technologies and artifacts that were as hateful to the powers of chaos as they were to life itself. By shattering the basalt monoliths and unholy archives of the Necrons, Eliphas was striking at one of the only forces, other than the God Emperor himself, able to push back the ruinous powers. In so doing, he not only removed a threat to his power, but gained the favor of Tzeentch, one of the Chaos Gods of the Warp. His dark crusade would carry the sanction of the God of Sorcery from that day onward, making it all the more unstoppable.
Okay, I'm shocked to say that there's, from what I can see, the stream has not disconnected yet. So hopefully it doesn't disconnect during what we're about to do. Even though this is not gonna be that drastic or, you know, special. But oh, I just when I was about to jump in, a Pokemon which I did not think that I would see over here. Brute Bonnet. But I have caught enough of them, so I try to avoid combat. Yet here we are. Fine. Quick ball. But if it doesn't work, the mushroom burns. So, stop flashing. Ugh, that was horrible. It still keeps doing it. Why? Oh, that's... That type of bugs. That's the graphical bugs I actually have issues with. Where the screen is actually flashing. But in we go. Because now, yep, the fog is still here, but there's nothing stopping us. Just jumping down. There is the last research station. Yeah, the crystals. And yep, we can actually go on top of the crystals and Gibbles. With all the reflections, it's actually hard to see sometimes. And oh, we have a Fluttershy that's partially inside. I have not seen this happening like on top before, which is interesting. Maybe it's a very Pokemon specific thing because we have another one right here. Yeah, I will need to be capturing many of those later on as well. And yeah, this is where I see, you know, Pokemon being inside a lot more. But this is the area you're meant to go because Terraplast is right here. Yep, we have Screamtails inside. We have Tusks inside. it looks like a horror show in essence. And yeah, even the Pokemon think they are next to me, but where they are actually? Reflections, I guess they are under me? But how reflections work, it's hard to say. Oh, well, one got close enough. I'm just gonna run. I don't want to be yelled at again. Oh, let's grab that. I don't remember what that is. I would have remembered this to be TM I just got more than the other one. Trick Room. Okay. But there's what we are in here for. Remember the specific Pokemon we saw but never captured.